Hello, how are you? My name is Alfonso Munoz and I thank you very much for watching this video. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Dangus platform. First of all, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my profile so you know the profile I have and the experience I have in the industry. I have been an entrepreneur for 13 years. I have an industrial security company. It is a successful company. I am also a shareholder of a cemetery. And I am also a partner in a home construction company in the city of Albuquerque, New Mexico. And it is here in construction that I realize and the need for a construction expense management application. Both my brother and one of my cousins, who are shareholders in construction, invited me to participate in this venture. And when I, as an economist who is very fond of numbers, statistics, organization and business operations, I proposed to them to take charge of this company. I proposed to them to take charge of the accounting and to be in charge of everything through an Excel spreadsheet. I asked them what application they used to keep the construction expenses. Well, they told me that there was none, that they did not know an application. I honestly thought that they had not done enough research. And after researching for a while, I realized that there wasn't one. I found an application called QuickBooks. It practically works for the United States and a lot of people use it in the United States. I found another application called Xero, which is also an application. Both are very good, but they are related to accounting in general. There is not one specific to construction. And now we have been in the market for 2 months. Today we are in April of the year 1024, and we already have 20 users using the platform. And right now what we are looking for specifically. For me, I would like to have a mentor or several mentors to help us take this application and this platform to a successful destination, especially mentors who already have knowledge in this area and are already successful in this area. For me, that is more important than a capital investment. Because at the end of the day, with good mentoring, with good contacts and good networking, we can take the application to a much bigger destination. Of course, we would also like venture capital or angel investors who could invest in the app. We have 10% available. In this application, we are 2 partners. We are Alejandro Melendez, who is the programmer and is the CTO. And there is me, who is the CEO and the founder. And I have 60%. My partner has 40%. And we're both going to allocate 5% of our stake. So that makes 10% complete, and we can split it. Whether it's venture capital, investors, mentors, we are focused on making it Dangus. Both Alejandro has his software business and I have 3 businesses. We are ready for anything that comes to Dangus. We are reinvesting in marketing to improve the application, to bring in artificial intelligence, to hire maybe 2 or 3 people, to be fully dedicated, to be innovating, improvising, to be creating new market strategies, to be creating the application, and obviously to get right into it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Dangus. Actually, if you are interested, you can contact me and we can talk about it in more depth. First of all, we already have a landing page. What is the way Dangus is going to be generating income? We are already going to be in the United States. We have basic plans, which is the basic one, which is Mexican pesos, 249 pesos per month. And the plus, which is 2,400 Mexican pesos. And the plus, which is 2,400 pesos per year. That is to say, if you pay the entire annuity, we will give you a 27% discount. That is the way we are going to generate startup capital. We have other formats that we want to create within the application, so we can generate more revenue. But we still have that on standby until we have more users. And we will be looking at the data from the users and to see how viable it would be to add another form of payment. But right now, that's what we have. In the case of dollars, the basic is going to be $11.99 and the plus is $149. What is Dangus in general terms? Dangus is a tool that will help you manage intelligently all your project expenses. It can be a construction project. It can be a remodeling project that you have in your house. In the end, all projects, I'm going to show you roughly what it looks like. We're going to go into this Albuquerque project here. In this Albuquerque project, we have 2 houses. We have 2 properties. We have one house that's already completed, which is the first property that we put into Dangus. And here, as you can see, we have a budget of $640,000 that you can change it. And up to now, we have expenses of $588,000. You can also give us the credits that we have pending. And we can pay the credits. We have all the expenses. Within the expenses, you can put the receipt, who paid it, who bought it, how was it paid for, when was it paid. You can add quotes, invoices, receipts, etc. We have the properties. In this case, I was telling you that we have 2 properties. Here are the 2 properties. And in each one of the properties, we have how much is the budget, what has been invested. One of the things is also that within the properties, you can keep all the documentation that you have about the property, from plans, projects, articles of incorporation, sale, notary, property taxes, etc. As you can see here, we have the part of the raised capital that I was telling you about. We have that this house is going to be sold. It is estimated to sell for $1 million. we have that the expenses are dollars so far, and we have that the profit obviously from the subtraction of these two is 0. Of course, here you have to add the notary expenses and all the expenses that are added, and at the end you get the result. We can see here the capital that each one gets, or the expected return that each one of the users gets according to their participation. We can see here the percentage of participation of each one of the partners, and we also see each one of the participation of the partners that has given. Each partner who invests capital makes an entry to Dangus. He gives the deposit receipt as we see here, and what property that capital is being given to. So Dangus is not only an application where we are going to be seeing all our expenses, but we are also going to be seeing the return on investment. And to conclude, I'm going to show you how we can see how much I've spent on each of the vendors. I'm going to go here to this section. I'm going to put here the supplier that I want to see how much I spent. Let's put in Home Depot. And automatically the application will tell me how much I have spent in Home Depot and in which categories I have put that expense. For example, we see that in Home Depot we have spent dollars of utensils, we have spent dollars for bathroom utensils, for structural, for gardening, and if we want to go into detail to see all the expenses we have had in Home Depot, we can filter here. We put the contact, which in this case would be the supplier. We are going to place Home Depot, and automatically all the expenses that have been made to Home Depot will appear. I can see each of the expenses that have been made, when they were made, how they were paid, and I can see the payment receipt. If you notice, here is my payment receipt. If I want to see it in large, I just click here and the receipt appears. This payment receipt, as you can see, was uploaded from the person's cell phone. He saw the whole expense. As I can tell you in broad strokes, this is the initial stage of Dangus. We obviously want to improve the whole user experience, user interactive, and we obviously want to innovate also in the technical market. If you are interested in participating and you see any way in which you can help us and we can mutually benefit, I will gladly leave you my contacts in the video. Thank you.